Hello and welcome to the Playworms. Today we shall be looking at the movie The Creator. In a future where artificial intelligence shapes daily life, disaster strikes when a nuclear warhead explodes in Los Angeles in 2055, attributed to AI gone rogue. The aftermath sparks a nationwide mission to eliminate all AI. 10 years into the crisis, Sergeant Joshua Taylor lives in Nang with his pregnant wife Maya. Joshua, played by John David Washington, has a prosthetic arm and leg, reminders of the conflict's toll. Maya, portrayed by Gemma Chan, has a closer bond with AI, adding complexity to their relationship. One night, droid officers led by Haroon, played by Ken Watanabe, arrive, bringing Joshua's friend and commanding officer Drew. In a private interrogation, Joshua learns he's undercover, suspected of being linked to Nomad through Maya. When a raid begins, Maya discovers the truth and flees on a boat. Tragically, an explosive from Nomad hits her group, seemingly killing her as Joshua looks on in horror. 5 years after the devastating events, Joshua finds himself working at Ground Zero in Los Angeles, tasked with cleaning up the aftermath. During his patrols, he encounters a droid that retains some level of sentience, leading him to reflect on his past with Maya. General Andrews and Colonel Howell approach Joshua, revealing intelligence suggesting that Nirmata is in New Asia developing a superweapon to destroy Nomad. They recruit Joshua, showing him a holographic video suggesting Maya is alive and working at the facility. Motivated by the chance to reunite with his wife and his unique knowledge of the lab, Joshua reluctantly agrees to join the mission. The soldiers behave aggressively toward the villagers as they storm the lab, firing at technicians. Joshua breaks away from the group and discovers the so-called weapon is actually a young robot girl watching cartoons. Before he can approach her, a woman guarding the child opens fire, prompting the girl to flee. A fierce gunfight erupts between New Asia's forces and Nomad's mercenaries. Joshua manages to reach the girl and helps her escape in a boat. Joshua and the child, whom he names Alfie due to an Alpha Omega symbol on her head, seek refuge in a deserted house by the lake. Here, Joshua witnesses Alfie's ability to control electronics remotely. After a confrontation with a droid, Joshua and Alfie flee in a van as droid forces close in on their location. Howell and McBride use a droid officer's body to track Joshua and Alfie, uploading his consciousness to the droid. Joshua and Alfie hitch a ride with the family but are forced to flee when authorities attack. Alfie uses her powers to disable their pursuers' electronics, allowing them to escape. Joshua and Alfie evade detection and take a train to the city, where they meet Drew, who now lives with his robot girlfriend Kami. Drew, Joshua, and Kami examine Alfie and discover that she has the potential to become the most powerful being alive, with the ability to remotely control any piece of technology from anywhere on the planet. Later, a bomb delivered as ice cream kills Kami, and the authorities attack the group. Joshua disables the droid officers, but Howell, McBride, and more officers arrive and continue the attack. Drew is mortally wounded, but before he dies, he helps Joshua locate Maya's beacon and reveals that Maya is Nirmata. Joshua and Alfie are captured by Haroon's team. Joshua wakes up in a cell on a ship, where Haroon reveals that the Los Angeles nuclear incident was a coding error blamed on AI. He also explains how Maya became Nirmata after her father's death and insists that AI would never harm humanity. However, Haroon refuses to take Joshua to Nirmata. Joshua escapes and clings to the ship's hull as it travels to a village. There, he rescues Alfie and witnesses Howell's forces attacking the village with giant machines and suicide robots. Alfie uses her power to deactivate one robot, but McBride shoots her. Joshua kills McBride before he can harm Alfie further. Haroon advises Joshua to take Alfie to a temple where Maya is kept in a coma. Robots cannot harm Nirmata, so Maya remains on life support. Joshua discovers that Alfie is based on their unborn child, scanned in the womb, essentially making her their daughter. Joshua chooses to end Maya's life support. Howell and her group arrive at the temple, but Alfie prevents a bomb from detonating, killing Howell and her goons instead. Haroon informs Joshua that Nomad must be destroyed to end the war. As they leave, droid officers capture Joshua and Alfie. Joshua and Alfie return to Los Angeles, where Andrews orders Joshua to kill Alfie. They share a tearful moment before Joshua seemingly shoots her. En route to the incinerator, the vans lose power and Alfie reveals she faked her death. They head to a lunar shuttle toward Nomad. Andrews realizes the ruse too late and plans to strike down on the remaining AI bases. Joshua and Alfie fight their way through guards and Alfie shuts down Nomad's power. While planting an explosive, Alfie finds humanoid robot bodies, including one of Maya, attempting to revive her consciousness. Joshua disables a giant tentacle robot activated by Andrews but gets trapped aboard Nomad. He ejects Alfie to safety, and they share a final moment of love. He finds the Maya robot and they embrace as Nomad is obliterated. Alfie returns to Earth, witnessing the celebration over Nomad's downfall, smiling at the outcome. Well, here ends our today's recap. Consider sharing the video and subscribing to our channel to support our work.